got the barbell here. Few different options in terms of grip. This is the straight bar grip. A lot of different exercises you can do with the barbell. Let me show you. Okay, so we've got the barbell in hand here, okay? Hand grip is a little bit out to the sides. What we're gonna do is a squat, but we've gotta get this into position. So we're gonna use our body to boost this up a little bit. We're gonna pull it up with our arms and flip it over here. We're gonna boost again up above our head and slowly lower it right down onto the traps. Try not to let this press against your spine right here. We wanna kind of keep it on the muscles here, okay? And then you can move your hands around a little bit if you need to get them comfortable. But from this position, we wanna keep our torso tall. We're gonna keep our body weight on our heels, keeping your chest up. You want to start by leading with your hips back and down, keeping the body weight on your heels, okay? So this can be a slow, controlled movement. What we want to try to focus on is engaging the glutes as much as we can. So we go nice and slow on the way down, and then we think about engaging the glutes to lift us up out of that. Perfect, Ryan. And what you want to do is exhale on the way up, slowly lower on the way down as you inhale, so you can breathe and use your glutes to contract those muscles. And if you need it to be a little bit more challenging, just add a little bit more weight. Okay, so we've got the barbell in hands again, and now we're gonna do a barbell shoulder press, okay? So this is gonna be overhead. So what we need to do is get the barbell from our hips all the way up here above our chest first. So we're gonna use our body to lift it up and do kind of that reverse curl. From that point, we use our body to press it up in the air. Now from here, we're gonna be cautious not to drop this down too low. We wanna do about a 90-degree angle of flexion here in the elbows as you go low, nice and slow on the way down. The bar's gonna come right in front of your eyes, nose, mouth, face, somewhere right here, okay? But keep your core engaged and try to avoid from allowing your torso to lean back. We really don't want any pressure to go to your lumbar spine here, so keep your core engaged, keep that slight bend in your knees, and exhale as you press the bar up. Okay, so we've got the barbell in hand, and we're gonna do a barbell bent over row. And what we need to do is make sure we get the right hinge in the hips. You've gotta start by leading with your hips back. Okay, we're not gonna go down at all here though. We're just sliding our hips back. So it's very important that you don't drop into a squat with this. What you should feel is a slight stretch in the hamstrings as you slide your hips back. And notice you should be able to wiggle your toes like that. That shows me your weight's on your heels and not on your toes, and your center of gravity's in the right spot now. We're gonna keep the torso tall here and kind of gazing at a 45-degree angle. We don't want our head up too high to put any pressure on our neck, but the goal here is to stabilize your entire body as you use your back muscles to row this weight up towards the ceiling, right? You've got your elbows coming up high and you're trying to pinch your shoulder blades together, and you're gonna exhale as you pull the bar up, and you're gonna inhale as you lower the bar down. All right, so we've got the barbell in hands, and we're gonna do a bicep curl. Our palms are facing up, our grip is about shoulder width. We've got our shoulders pulled back here a little bit, nice tall torso, chest up, slight bend in the knees to avoid putting any pressure on the lumbar spine. And what you wanna do is try to keep your elbows right next to your side the entire time. Don't let elbows elevate as you bicep curl, okay? So you're gonna exhale as you slowly lift that bar up, trying to engage your biceps as much as you can, and then you're gonna inhale as you slowly lower the bar back down. Okay, so we've got the barbell in hand again, and we want to make sure that our grip is about shoulder width. This time though, our palms are facing back instead of forward. And what we want to do here is keep a slight bend in the knees. You're going to keep your shoulders pulled back. We want to make sure we keep the pressure out of the lumbar spine. You're going to keep your core engaged. But what you want to do is exhale as you bicep curl, reverse curl up. So you're going to bend your elbows, okay? And you're going to bring it about up to chest height. You want to make sure that your elbows don't leave your side. You want to keep them right next to your side. We're working your biceps and some forearms here, working on grip strength. Just try to keep a slow, controlled movement. Okay, so we've got the barbell in hand. We're gonna do an overhead tricep extension. So with the barbell being down this low, we have to get it up above our head first. So we're gonna put a slight bend in our knees and drop down just a little bit and use our hips to create some power and momentum to flip that bar up like this, reversing the grip, and then use your body again to bump and press that weight up above head. Once you've got to that spot, you can adjust your hands a little bit if you need to, slide them further apart or closer together if it's more comfortable to get your elbows to point forward. You're also gonna wrap your thumbs underneath the grip. That's gonna be easier on your wrists, and it's gonna allow you to keep your elbows in close while you do this. Now, as the bar comes down, you're bending to about a 90-degree angle, and you wanna try to isolate your triceps for this movement as much as you can. So you're gonna inhale as the bar goes back behind your head, and you're gonna exhale on the way up. Make sure you keep your core engaged, keep that slight bend in your knees. You wanna keep the pressure out of your lower back when you do this exercise. Okay, so we're gonna do a Romanian deadlift next with a barbell in hands. There's lots of different grips you can use here. You can use a reverse grip, an underhand grip, but we're gonna show you the overhand grip because it's sometimes easier to keep your shoulders pulled back here as you lower yourself down towards the ground. So the main thing that you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you never lose the posture in your back during this exercise. You have to keep a flat back the entire time. And in order to do that, we've got to maintain a very slight bend in our knees, and we have to transfer our body weight appropriately. So we're never gonna drive our hips down at all. They're gonna go back and they're gonna go forward in this motion. That's it, okay? We let the barbell hang where gravity wants it without allowing our shoulders to run forward. We maintain that posture on our spine the entire time. And you're lowering to a point that allows you to feel a stretch in the hamstrings, but you're not going so far that it forces you to lose the posture in your back, okay? On the way up, you're gonna exhale and you're driving through your hips here, using your glutes, squeezing your glutes together at the top, trying to pull your shoulders back, elevating your chest, okay? This is a slow, controlled movement where you have to time your breathing. Okay, so we've got the barbell in hand again, and we're gonna do a hang clean, all right? So this is a power movement, and it's not quite a power clean. We're gonna modify this a little bit to make it a little bit smaller range of motion. So the hard part here, though, is creating power on the way up and maintaining posture the entire time. We're gonna keep the barbell close to our body. As you hinge your hips and lean your torso slightly forward, you're gonna bring the barbell down slightly below your knees before you decide to recreate power up in the opposite direction, okay? In order to do this reverse direction and pulling the arms up like that, you've got to engage your glutes, drive your hips forward, shrug your shoulders, pull your elbows high. We're not going to catch at the top. We're not going to turn it into a full clean. I just want you to be able to master this explosive movement, pulling your elbows high. And as you come up, you're exhaling so you can focus more on contracting all of the muscles in the entire body to create this powerful movement.
Gymaster, trọn gói dịch vụ, trọn tâm tư vấn.